Marco Rubio's expanded role, and April jobs and unemployment report. Morning rundown. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's position in the Trump administration expanded again yesterday when the president announced he would take on the role of interim national security advisor. Rubio's predecessor, Mike Waltz, will be U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Trump said. Waltz, a former Florida congressman, has been on shaky ground since he inadvertently added a journalist to a private signal chat with other top national security officials to discuss military strikes in Yemen. Trump had initially nominated Representative Elise Stefanik for the high-profile UN ambassador post, but withdrew her nomination a few weeks ago, citing Republicans' thin House majority. For Rubio, the new role adds to his list of responsibilities. He's also the acting administrator for the diminished U.S. Agency for International Development, as well as acting archivist of the National Archives and Records Administration. Also noteworthy, no one has been Secretary of State and National Security Advisor simultaneously since Henry Kissinger 50 years ago. It's a remarkable shift in fortunes for Rubio, who sparred sharply with Trump in the past, and who risked being overshadowed early on in his second White House term. Remember a few months ago, when Rubio took his first trip as Secretary of State to Latin America. Then, he was caught off guard by drastic changes to foreign aid and Trump's public backing for turning the Gaza Strip into a Middle East Riviera. Over the next 10 days, he was also blindsided by foreign policy pronouncements from top administration officials. But things have changed since then as Rubio figured out a strategy to minimize such frustrations, adapting some of his foreign policy positions while endearing himself to Trump and his allies. He's eating at noteworthy restaurants, attending high-profile events, and making a point to spend more time at the White House in Mar-a-Lago, according to more than a dozen senior current and foreign administration officials, congressional officials, and others who are close to Rubio or the White House. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is set to release its latest data today, with forecasts predicting 133,000 jobs added in April, lower than the previous month's 228,000. The unemployment rate is anticipated to remain unchanged at 4.2%. Trump's major Liberation Day tariff announcement exactly a month ago generated massive uncertainty and sent stocks tumbling the weeks that followed, though markets have largely recovered from initial losses, and major tech companies like Microsoft have sailed through relatively unscathed. Still, some of the worst impacts have only recently begun to appear. Tariffs aside, Trump's other policies, from DOGE staffing cuts to immigration crackdowns, may be hindering job growth. A Mississippi man spent 2.5 years in a county jail waiting for a trial that would never come, even after police who accused him were arrested in the case. Reporter John Shoup, who has covered the Mississippi Capitol Police extensively in recent years, shared his experience putting together this story. This is